Hi guys! So today we have another pretty special unboxing. I didn't plan for this one to come right after my last one. Like I said, this isn't really like an unboxing focused channel, but this is just the way fate and our backed up mail system decided to play it out. In that sense, I am sorry it's been a minute since my last upload. I'm still in a little bit of a recovery from my accident. A lot has happened, but I've been working slowly but surely on some new stuff, so stay tuned. But anyways, a while back I was contacted by the lovely people over at MGA and asked if I was interested in reviewing the Rainbow High color change car. And of course I said yes. They were also nice enough to send along two dolls here, Daria and Georgia from Series 3. But the star of today's video is the car here. I have something special planned for one of these dolls, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. For right now, let's get into the car because I'm so excited. But one more thing before we do, and it's just a disclaimer I like to give before any video like this, and it's that this is obviously going to be an honest review, but just because I received this for free, there might be certain things that just subconsciously I might be more forgiving of than someone who paid full price for it. So with that in mind, let's get into this box. So here on the box, we have, of course, the beautiful signature Rainbow High art featuring Avery, and then Crystal's art also kind of weirdly superimposed in there. And according to the webisode series, this is indeed Avery's car. So it says it's an 8-in-1, meaning that it has these 6 solid color settings made by LED lights inside of the car. It also has the basic white setting, and then also a setting where it kind of rapidly flips between each color. Now, I've seen some videos of that last setting, and I do want to give a warning for anyone that might be photosensitive or just sensitive to any kind of flashing lights. I'll put timestamps and a warning anytime I show it just in case. Hi, it's me from the future to tell you that there are actually no flashing lights in this video or featured on the car. I was mistaken. I guess those are from earlier editions, and I must have a later edition that fixed this issue. And you'll see me discover this in real time, but I just wanted to let you know now in case it was something you were worried about. Alright, back to the video. So, on this side here, it shows what's included inside the box, which is, of course, exactly one car. And then it also has some art of the Series 2 lineup. On the other side here, it has some detail shots of the car along with some of the features, which is the turning steering wheel and then the button here which activates the light change feature. But we've seen enough of the box, right? So let's get her out already. Just as promised, the contents of the box is exactly one car, and the windshield here separately just for ease of packaging, but it slips on real easy, just like that. So I mentioned in my last video that doll cars are not something I really buy, so I don't really have a huge frame of reference, but looking at it now, I am really impressed. I'm kind of living my Christmas morning fantasy here, playing around with it. It just feels very sturdy, very, very well made. I was a little worried because I thought with the lights, the plastic outside would maybe have to be a little translucent for it to work, and I thought maybe that would make it feel kind of flimsy, but it doesn't. Here, without the lights on, it's a very, very solid white. It also has kind of like a pearlescent finish even that makes it look very luxurious. I definitely wouldn't like throw it around or anything, but with regular playing and just rolling around with it, it'll definitely hold up. So I know even less about real cars than I do doll cars, so I'm guessing this is probably molded after a real life luxury car, but I could not tell you which one. But it does look very, very cool, very luxurious, very rich. They put, obviously, a lot of care just into the overall appearance and the sculpt. And there's a whole lot of cool little details, like the quilting pattern inside of the seats. The tire tread down here, it actually says rainbow on it. And then the tires, they also have, like, that cool red thing inside of it that you see often on luxury cars. I don't know what they are exactly, I just know they're often there. I'm sorry. I'm literally such a stereotype. The interior is not too terribly detailed. I don't think it necessarily needs to be, though. The steering wheel does turn, but otherwise there's not a whole lot going in there. But with the Dollz inside, you wouldn't really see the inside of it anyway, so I don't think that matters too much. All that said, looking at it now, it does look a tad less interesting than, say, like a bright pink Barbie convertible or even the Dream Ella Cruiser I looked at in the last video. It is very much just like a car. A very well-made car, but I do think the intersection of people who collect fashion dolls and people who are very interested in luxury cars is probably kind of a small one. So there was definitely a license to have a little more fun with the overall design here. But the draw of the car is, of course, the color change feature. But before we take a look at that, we should probably put some dolls inside, right? Right, I'm back with my volunteers, Bella and Avery, because I thought it'd be kind of fun to recreate that scene from the webisodes. So to make getting the dolls inside easier, the steering wheel right here does actually lift up. The doors, they don't open, which at first I was kind of like, really? But then I realized it's probably not even possible to do with like all the lights and wires and stuff that's probably inside of the car. So it's really not that big of a deal. So you just squeeze the dolls in like this. They should pop in pretty easily. Put the steering wheel back down. And then make sure to buckle them up, because we like to be safe. So it is just a little bit awkward with like how long their hair is, but that's a feature of the dolls that can't really be changed. I think it might have helped if maybe the car was a little taller maybe, but I'm not sure. It's really not. Again, it's not that big of a deal. Just something to point out. So the car does also require 3 AA batteries. MGA was thoughtful enough to include them with my package, but you will have to buy them separately. But anyways, the colors. To activate them, you just press the symbol right here on the hood. And I'm going to cycle through them once with the lights on and then with the lights off to give you a pretty good idea. So first, with the lights on, we have red, orange, yellow, and I'm actually really impressed. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera exactly, but it does come through the car in a really cool way, and it's very noticeable. Green, blue, which is super pretty. It definitely gives the car, like, it really shows off the kind of pearlescence of the paint they used on it. And then we have purple. And then coming up is the one that I've seen where it kind of strobes through all the different colors. Oh. So, I'm guessing they must have fixed that, actually. Because it's a really smooth transition through all the colors now, rather than just rapidly flashing like it did in all the videos I've seen. So I'm guessing this must be a later edition car where they fix that issue somewhere down the line. So that's cool, that's good. If you're worried about that at any point but you still wanted the car, that's really good news. I don't really know at what point they fixed it though, or if there's any indication of that on the boxes. But I'm guessing if they put in the effort to fix it, maybe all the ones in stores are probably like this now, I'm not sure. But I did notice that it just stopped after a few cycles instead of going indefinitely. Which maybe that's just to save battery power or something. Yeah, it just stops after a few cycles and goes back to normal. Okay, now with the lights off. Oh, that's so bright. So there's red, orange, yellow, green, blue. You know, I think this car would make like a really fun night light or something. I don't know, that would probably drain the batteries pretty quickly, but that's a fun thought. Purple, oh, that's so pretty in the dark. And then the transition one, we'll let it go through again. I'm so glad they did that. Like, this smooth transition is just so much more pleasant than the strobing effect on the previous installment of the cars. Yeah, but it does not go on for very long though, unfortunately. And back to normal. So I think the color change effect is pretty cool. It's not exactly something I desperately needed in my life, which is why I never really went out of my way to buy the car, but I'm also really happy to have it. I know that around this season, a lot of people are watching toy channels, probably looking for gift ideas, and I think this would be awesome to see under the Christmas tree if you have someone in your life who's like a big Rainbow High fan. When it comes to me personally though, I think I am a little more drawn to cars that are just like a little more fantastical, like the whole bright pink Barbie convertible aesthetic. But is Barbie even making cars anymore? I feel like I haven't seen one in forever. But my point is that even though a lot of care obviously went into crafting the aesthetic of this car, I just don't know enough about cars to really appreciate it, and I kinda doubt Rainbow High's intended audience does either. But the whole color change feature is pretty interesting, and it probably sets it apart enough from other things that might be on the market right now. Another thing that sets it apart, though, is unfortunately the price. The Rainbow High car normally retails for around $50 USD, which even though I don't have a ton of experience with doll cars, that seems really, really high to me. Outside of like doll houses, I never really like when accessories or add-ons like this car greatly exceed the price of just one single doll. But I did notice that at the time of filming, it is currently actually $33 on Amazon and the Walmart website, which does seem, in my opinion, like a really good price. So if you're interested in this for yourself or as a gift, I would definitely recommend hopping on that. Before we end here though, I do have one more announcement, and it's probably not a surprise because I'll probably put it in the title. But like I said earlier, MGA sent along Daria and Georgia here, which feels very significant because I've said before that pink is my favorite color. So I want to believe that's why. But I actually do already have Georgia in my personal collection, and I don't necessarily need another one. So I asked them about it, they gave me the okay, so in the spirit of the holidays, I want to host a little giveaway. So if you want Georgia and you haven't been able to get your hands on her yet, go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me who your favorite Rainbow High character is and why. I'll select one of you at random using a number generator a week from this video's upload date and announce the winner in a community post. So be on the lookout for that. I won't require you to be subscribed or anything, though I would really appreciate it. There are a few rules, mainly that you must be 18 or older or have your parents' permission, and very sorry to my international followers, but you must be a US resident. I would love to do an international giveaway someday, but for now the logistics are just beyond my capabilities. Additionally, you are required to read through the giveaway terms and conditions in the description below. But whether you enter or not, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to also let me know your thoughts, of course, on the car. If you already own it, if you want to own it, if you're planning on buying it for yourself or someone else as a gift, or if you're just skipping it entirely, let me know why. But be sure to like and subscribe for any future fashion doll content, and thank you.